Over 75% of Americans take a supplement. Every single morning they take some type of pill, something they put in their body with the hopes it's gonna make them healthier, perform better, look better, feel better, whatever it is. But when I look at most people's supplements, the clients that I work with, the men that I work with, a lot of times the supplements they take really have no substance. They're not like true substances or supplements that's gonna help them get what they're trying to get out of it, which is to look better, feel better, be healthier, look healthier. And as a fitness coach, I'm gonna basically in this video walk you through the supplements I take as somebody who's in this world and knows what works, what doesn't, what's truly effective, what's not effective, and I'm gonna walk you through why it's effective and in hopes that it can help guide you to be happier, be healthier, and have a little bit more clarity when it comes to supplements. All right, so again, who am I? I'm an online fitness coach. I run a program that helps men lose weight, get in the best shape of their lives. Busy executives, guys who don't have time, you have kids, you have work, you have vacations, you got all this stuff, and you just want somebody to put a plan in place for you, so all you have to do is show up and execute. You want someone to hold you accountable so that you don't have to spend all the time, your valuable time, doing it yourself. Okay, if you're interested, you can click the link below. If not yet, eventually you will be, because you're gonna see my amazing results and how good I am as a coach. But in this video, I'm gonna basically just walk you through my supplements. So first thing I'm gonna say, okay, before we get into the supplements, okay, what supplements do I take? What do I take? My lifestyle is perfect, okay? My nutrition, I hit my macros every single day. I sleep correctly, I train, I move, I'm at low body fat percentage, okay? Like six-pack abs, in shape. All right, obviously supplements are helpful, but I don't look like this purely because of the supplements I take. They definitely help, but the idea is that a supplement, what does it do? It's the name. It supplements your lifestyle. All right, so stop thinking it's gonna be some magic trick. And if you do take all your supplements, it's probably gonna give you maybe a 5 to 10% boost, okay? Because the idea is, right, you wanna hit your macros, you wanna have your lifestyle line, but then with your micros, right, there's various processes in your body that supplements, vitamins, minerals, they help with and make your body more efficient. And it's not, here's the thing, being sufficient in all your nutrients is good, right? It's not gonna be magic, but if you're deficient in nutrients, you're gonna feel it, okay? And once you're not deficient, that's where you like feel great because you're not deficient. So the first supplement that I take, right, you talk about macronutrients, you wanna hit your micronutrients. So I just take a men's multivitamin. I take a men's 1 a day multivitamin every single day, and it's got all my supplements with my vitamin A, D, E, K, vitamin B, iron, zinc, all this stuff, and I take it with my first meal. Okay, so I take a men's multivitamin, and then with that multivitamin, I add in extra vitamins, right? I add in extra D3, iron, and zinc, 3 supplements that are known to help support testosterone, okay? And things like iron, D3, like these are things you want a lot of. If it's not as sunny outside, I spend a lot of time indoors, like you wanna make sure you have sufficient vitamin D, sufficient iron, sufficient zinc. Okay, so I just take a little bit of extra, again, this pill's nature made, extra vitamins there. Next, I take creatine. So creatine is known to help you get stronger. Why does it help you get stronger? Because your first energy system, right, when you start sprinting, the first thing that happens is your creatine phosphate system. Creatine, when you take it, all right, it gives you a little bit of a boost in that first 30 seconds of activity. So in something like weight training, if you're able to do 10 reps with 100 pounds, with creatine, you might be able to do 12 reps, okay? That might not seem like a lot, but over a year of being able to get 2 more reps on every single set of every single exercise, it's gonna make some serious improvements over time, right? And that's why, again, I'm doing everything the right way, so it's just the supplements give me that little bit of a boost that makes the difference. So take a multivitamin every day. I take about 10 grams of creatine per day. I take it in pills. You can take it in powders, gummies. Side note, if you take it in gummies, you're probably gonna be more likely to take it, but I just take mine with every first meal. Like I just take the pills, it's whatever. The next thing that I take is electrolytes. So every single morning when I wake up, if you go to the bathroom before you go to bed, or you go to the bathroom multiple times before you go to bed, or you wake up and you pee, like when you, at night, you breathe out, you become dehydrated. So you want to make sure you hydrate yourself, not just with water, but with electrolytes. Why do you think things like Gatorade exist? They have obviously carbohydrates, but they have salt. You lose potassium, you lose these things when you breathe, when you pee, when you sweat. So you want to replenish them. So in the morning, with my water that I consume, I have electrolytes with them. I take an electrolyte packet, put in a water, shake it up, and I drink it in the morning. Next, okay, is caffeine. Coffee, right? If you want to perform like the 1%, you want to be the best. Okay, not only do you not want to be deficient in any nutrients, not only do you want to have a good body composition, okay, and you want to have healthy body fat levels, you want healthy hormone levels, which all this stuff can help with, you want to also have a boost, okay, and something like caffeine, stimulants, okay, caffeine, I do chew nicotine gum as well, so both of these things, stimulants, all right, help me get a boost in my energy, right? It helps me become more focused, become more alert. Like the first couple hours of the day, I want to get as much out of my morning time as possible. The morning time is like my sacred time, right? Like the first 4 hours of the day, I talk to people, I respond to messages, I do things that I need to do, the important things in my business, and then I make videos like this because I have that time, and I don't take calls until 1 p.m. every single day. So that first 4 or 5 hours of my day is like, that's really where I get most of my work done. And I want my caffeine, I want my nicotine to make sure that 5-hour window is effective as possible. All right, so that's multivitamin, creatine, electrolytes, caffeine, nicotine, and then the last supplement that I take, and this is super important. So I take trizepatide. So trizepatide is a peptide, and you might have heard peptides, you might have heard of GLP-1s. So one supplement I'm taking right now that's been very effective is a low dose of trizepatide. So once per week, I do 2.5 milligrams of trizepatide. And what that does for me is the first, main benefit that trizepatide does is it helps slow your digestion. Okay, so it slows your digestion, decreases your appetite, so when you do eat, food stays in your system longer. As a sub-benefit, this helps with the nutrient partitioning, so you the carbohydrates, the fats, the protein, they are able to be separated and go to where they need to go more efficiently because that digestion is slower, you more fully absorb the food that you eat. That's one benefit. But in terms of supplement body composition looking great. But the main benefit that it does is that appetite suppression and food noise regulation. So as somebody who is very into fitness, as somebody who's very into work, I found, right, and this is I was just testing it because a lot of my fitness clients have thought about GLPs before they maybe worked with me, or they've experimented with them, or some of them are maybe on them because they had diabetes or blood pressure or glucose problems. And for me, as somebody who's in this world, the peptide world, the fitness world, for me, when you look at all the studies, right, the GLP-1s, the Mounjaros, the Ozempics, the Wegovys, all this stuff, there's millions of people on them, and overall they have a very low risk profile. And if you meet with a physician and everything looks good blood work wise and it feels like it's something that would be safe, for me, I did that, and I was like, I'd want to try it to see how I feel on it so I could give clients better feedback. And I've done a very, very low dose because I don't want a very high dose. I don't want massive appetite suppression. For me, the main benefit I expected to get out of it was when I eat my 2 meals, my lunch and my dinner, I intermittent fast until 12 every day. My lunch and my dinner, I was expecting it to make it easier to just stick to my perfect diet. And that's exactly what it does. Okay, so for me, the experience I get on it right now is I have no issues sticking to my macros. I have no urges to overeat. I have no urges to eat a bunch of junk food, no urges to binge eat or go over my calories. For me, it just makes it way easier to stick to my macros. And side benefit, because I'm not thinking about food, you don't realize how much you think about food every single day, right? You don't realize how much food consumes our lives, right? I want to eat this and go to lunch this, and especially when you're low body fat, especially when you're into this fitness world, it's something you constantly think about. And being on the trizepatide, even just a very low dose, a lot of that noise goes away, and you don't think about it, don't think about it as much. So for me, the benefit I get is I get increased focus as I get more of my attention back to focus on serving my clients, building my business, to making videos, to making content, to just being a good coach. And there's really there's some people that have some nausea, some people that have reported kidney issues, but overall, right, when you look at the risk profile, the mechanism itself is a very low risk mechanism. Okay, the kidney issues that people will mention, it's because people are not drinking water anyway, and then you stop eating any food, you don't get any water in your food, you're not drinking any water anyway, and then you're losing muscle, which holds water, and you're losing body weight because you're losing fat. that's where people get dehydrated, because their lifestyle is shit. Okay, my lifestyle is perfect, and when you use a low dose in order to supplement your already perfect lifestyle, it truly can be a very strong game changer for those who struggle with their appetite, they struggle to not overeat, and they're constantly thinking about food. It can just serve as a way to eliminate that issue. So that's kind of the supplements I take, and I think they've all been very helpful. I've taken these supplements. I mean, any other supplements that people take, the probiotics, the prebiotics, the ashwagandha, the blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff people take that isn't helping them, and it's not even necessarily, it's not like a negative, but it's not doing anything for them. Maybe the placebo effect is helpful, but it's, scientifically based on the data, there's really not any benefit there. But these are the supplements that I take. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And if you're watching this video and you're like, I want to take these supplements, I want to get in shape, I want to lose weight, but you're like, well, I know supplements, well, and now what does my diet need to look like? What does my training need to look like? Like, how am I going to do this? What if I fall off? What do I do? What do I not do? I don't know. All this information out there, and you're a busy guy, an executive, a freaking entrepreneur, a business owner, and you got all this stuff going on. You got kids, but you just don't know what to do when it comes to your fitness, and that's the one area in your life you're not succeeding in. Well, I run a program helping guys exactly like you do exactly what you're trying to do, which is lose weight, get in shape, optimize their health, become better fathers, become better business owners through physical fitness. And if you're interested and you'd like to learn a little bit more about what I do, click the link below and apply to work with me, or shoot me a message on Instagram. And if you have any questions about this video, shoot me a message on Instagram as well, and I'll answer any questions you have. Any questions about the trizepatide, the multivitamins, where do I get it, what do I take? Just shoot me a message on Instagram. And if you're wanting to work with me one-on-one, you can click the link below. Let's get to work.